Hey everyone, it's me, Teacher LaShawn, and welcome back. Okay? So in our previous lesson, we talked about vocabulary and we saw words like slow and fur. Can you think of any other words that we looked at? All right, if you said trunk, then you're right. Remember trunk? What is the trunk? So a trunk, remember, is the long nose that an elephant has. So these are some of the vocabulary words that we are going to see, and you'll get a chance to hear me read, and then you can repeat. So let's take it slow. And just remember, each time that we do a lesson, every unit, we will always listen to the story and then read again. Why? Because this will help you to remember the vocabulary words. It will help you to retain a lot of the English. And most importantly, it helps you to exercise your mind in English. That's what we're doing here. We're exercising our minds in English, okay? So I'm going to show you the story. Remember, listen to the recording and read along, okay? If you know the words, that's even better. Great. That means that you're a little bit more advanced, and that's okay. All right? All right, so let's go to our story. So the name of our story is Going to the Zoo. Going to the Zoo. And while we're here, let me type that just so that you'll have the visual. Going. Oh, I'll make our square just a little bit bigger so you can see it. Okay, ready? Going to the zoo. All right, that's the name of our story. Going to the zoo.
She goes to the zoo. She sees a lion. The lion roars. She sees an elephant. The elephant has a long trunk. She sees a turtle. The turtle is slow. She sees a rabbit. The rabbit has soft fur. She sees a gorilla. The gorilla is eating a banana.
Okay, so we talked about going to the zoo. And now I will read one line and then you can repeat. So are you ready? She goes to the zoo. She sees a lion. The lion roars. She sees an elephant. The elephant has a long trunk. She sees a turtle. The turtle is slow. She sees a rabbit. The rabbit has soft fur. She sees a gorilla. The gorilla is eating a banana. Okay, great job. So if you were able to repeat some of those words or all of those words or even one word, I'm giving you a great hand clap. Bravo. We will practice listening and reading the story each time we meet. Do you remember some of our verbs, right? See. Do you remember the word see? And we changed it here to sees. See, that was a verb. So see, do you remember when we changed it to sees? And do you remember the other forms we used? Right? Remember I said past tense, saw, and seeing. All right, who remembers that? Do you remember it? Yes? Okay, so this was the original, but we used sees. What about here? Let's see, do we see any other ones? Here's another one. Did you see it? Here, I'll give you a clue. Roars, right? If you said roar, our original word or our original verb was roar, right? Roar. And then we changed it. Remember I said roars. Okay? And also past tense. Roared. And we can also add ing to roaring. Roaring. I know that sounds funny. Roaring. All right, let's go back to the passage. Let's take a look at other words. So we have sees, right? And what else do you say? We have elephant. Can you find some of the other vocabulary words that we use? I see one. Who can say it? Trunk, right? If you said trunk, then you're right. Trunk. What about this word here? I said when you say it, it might sound a little strange, right? Some people would say turtle. But I was saying, instead of saying turtle, you can say turtle. And it sounds a little different, right, when you say it that way. But when we're talking fast, instead of saying turtle, we can say, you'll hear people say turtle, turtle, like this. Turtle. Okay. What about, do we see any other words? We see rabbit. And what about this word? Can we say it? Can you say that word? Who remembers? Fur, right? So if you said fur, not fewer, right? Not fewer, fur. Do you have fur? No. We have hair. We don't have fur. If you have fur, let me know in the chat. Type it. Tell me, I have fur. Then I'll have to ask you, what kind of animal are you? And can you say this? This has a lot of syllables. 3 syllables. We can clap it. I'll give you a clue. All right? Gorilla, right? Gorilla. And when we're counting, if you see me clap, I'm counting syllables because many English words are, the way that you would pronounce them would be by the syllable. Gorilla, you can use your fingers or you can clap it. Gorilla. Okay? Okay, let's take one more look at the passage. Ah, look. Do you see that? Verb. Ah, do you see the different form? Who can say that for me? All right, so at home, if you're saying it, that means if you're saying it properly, you're saying eating. And if you remember, do you remember what is the main verb? What is the main verb? Is it eating? No, well, if you said eat, that's the original or the main verb, then you would be right. Okay, so remember we said eat, and then we said eats, right? I eat ice cream. She eats ice cream. And then we said past tense, ate. They ate ice cream. And now the form that we are looking at, eating. The gorilla is eating a banana. All right? And I like bananas. Bananas are very good. So great! You have completed Unit 2. Okay, so we've done the vocabulary and we had a chance to listen to the story and read by repeating the story. I want to let you know, if you'd like to be able to take lessons like this with me, you can. All you have to do is send a message to Teacher LaShawn, and I'll type the email address right here, Teacher LaShawn at Gmail. Whoops, sorry. I'll type it here again, Teacher LaShawn at gmail.com. We can set up a lesson for you. Well, it was so great to talk with you today. So great to help you. I hope this helps you. Remember the next unit, that will be Unit 3. We will still be talking about going to the zoo. And remember, don't be alarmed because the next unit we will listen to the story again. We will repeat the story again, and then we will move to a new activity. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.